part of Headlines, Headaches, and Voices video. How he got his name, Silver B? Then that would be great. I don't know how he got everybody like, it's Silver B. I'm like, but you know, the origin of the name had to come somewhere. A lot of like, how did he get his name? I'm tripping off that. I've thought about that. You know, you think about things when you think about during break while you setting up stuff. So before I go, I was, by the way, the East Cleveland Chief of Police has been indicted on criminal charges. We'll get more of that next week after Memorial Day. We'll be back. I'll be back on the air. Well, it's of course something else. I'm like, God willing, you know, because we don't know when our time is. But I'm gonna say something about. Hey, Cher, how are you doing? I'm gonna say something about Chris Rock. Now we all know that Chris Rock was the recipient of the slap around the world from Will Smith at the Academy Awards, the Oscars. So, Chris Rock was asked about hosting the 2023 Academy Awards, the Oscars, at a dinner where he was the presenter and everything else. Chris Rock said he declined because that would be like going back to the crime scene. You're not going to ask Nicole Brown Simpson to go back to the restaurant the night she was killed. Damn it, Chris. We was rooting. People were rooting for you. Nicole Brown Simpson, as you remember, was part of who was murdered with Ron Goldman. And we all know that O.J. Simpson was accused of the murder of his ex-wife, Nicole Brown Simpson, and Ron Goldman because he was subsequently acquitted for the criminal charges, but he was found guilty in the civil case that his family put on, including Ron's father, Fred Goldman. Tracy Brown, who is Nicole Brown Simpson's sister, went on TMZ. Well, she went on Instagram and she talked about great to have TMZ waking me up, not for Chris Brown. And the thing about it is, Tracy Brown was your fan, Chris. I think that the everybody hates Chris is so true because I hate criticizing the brother, especially since Will slapped him because of Jada Pinkett Smith, Will's wife, and Will said to just keep your name out my effing mouth, keep my wife's name out your effing mouth. Well, the thing about it is you should leave the dead alone. Keep their names out your mouth because now every Caucasian person that was with you is now about to turn on you quickly. And the cancellation of Chris Rock will come down faster than a slap did on that fateful Sunday night. Let me say this. The one thing I may talk about people being alive and say some off-color things, especially on this show. And Silver B has always, taught me to radio etiquette, listening to him and watching him. The one thing that I will not do is I will not make fun of the dead. That no matter how you feel about O.J. Simpson, no matter you feel about Nicole Brown Simpson, that woman was killed. Her and Ron Goldman were killed. No matter what their relationship was, they're both not here anymore to defend themselves because they were murdered. Who do you think did it? O.J. was acquitted of it criminally. And the thing about it is, do you think O.J. did it? Listen. He was acquitted. I'm going by the book of law here. My personal feelings about that don't matter. Besides, the simple fact of the matter is, if I see OJ in the future, hopefully not anytime soon, I don't want to run into him standing next to a pack of knives. I'm just saying I like my life and I want to keep it. I ain't afraid, but Larry H. Gardner is not afraid of nobody, but I'm not stupid neither. So now I'm gonna leave that alone. Now, interesting story about this whole thing. People were with you because they felt like Will was violent and this like that. Dude, your tickets went up from $75 to $400. Straight up. They was buying it. Out of the slap, people were supporting you, saying that Will was this and that and everything else like that. Now you just said something totally stupid. Christopher Darden, who was the prosecutor, the African-American prosecutor who took heat on the OJ trial, said, Chris Darden, an attorney, he said, I don't condone violence, but haven't you learned from the last time talking to Chris Rock, haven't you learned from the last time not to talk about other people's wives or family members? Will didn't slap you hard enough. Damn. Harsh, but true. Let me explain something. This is where we as radio personalities and media personalities come in, like the late great Silver B. And you keep referring to Silver. Yes, he had an impact. Like the thing about it is when somebody has an impact on your life, just because they're no longer here doesn't mean you not talk about their memory. Here's the thing. You don't do people dirty like that. You just don't. And no matter how you feel about the OJ trial or whatever, these people are dead. Somebody took their lives that night. And you can, okay, it's like going back to a crime scene. Couldn't you refer to like Jussie Smollett or something like that? Or just like something a little bit less, I don't know, gory. Something a little bit less morbid. Chris. And I like Chris Rock as a comedian, but to try to offend everybody, you put yourself in and out. It's like, you got one foot on the banana peel. Like a one-legged maggot and ass kicking contest. Sometimes, Chris, when you say some things that get you respect, and then you just jump right out of it. You was doing tours with Dave Chappelle and Jamie Foxx, and you was getting the respect back. You was making fun you was like Suge Smiths, all that stuff like that. Making a lot of the subject. We all was laughing and everything else like that, making fun of yourself a little bit. But when you stepped in that, you got to know, you can't be the late great Charlie Murphy, Eddie Murphy's brother, said about Rick James. You can't be an habitual line stepper. You stepped over the line, bruh. Now, I don't know if you need to get I don't know if the slap did something to your brain, and then your brother was defending you. Tony Rock was playing Tupac, defending I wish Will Smith would. Now he's he gotta be I gotta shut up. Your brother Tony Rock. Oh, man, I think Tony's funny as too. I think Tony funny as hell too. But the thing about it is you stepped in it. You got your mama defending you. Oh, you got everybody coming up to you. You're the Chris Rock show on HBO was back. You was you had the Academy Award, and you can decline the Academy Award saying, nah, you could have said that I don't want to get hit with a chair like in the WWE. You could have said that. That's funny. Why am I giving this dude material and I'm not getting paid for it? You could have said that. I don't know, I may make fun of Stephanie McMahon and Triple H might, pedigree me or something like that. Or something like that. I'm giving you material, bro, and you not what? Man, you messing up. Boy, oh boy, you messing up. Dumb. You dumb. I don't understand. Like I said before, Silver B should have a street named after him. He should have a day. He should have a celebratory day, and everybody should celebrate this man. Everybody that loved him should come out and celebrate his life. Have fun this weekend. Go to the Labor Day parade. Keep him in your memory. But Silver B should have a day. William Silver B. Richards should have a day. And I will advocate that, especially when city council goes back into session. I will advocate for William Silver B. Richards to have a day, just like Councilman Kevin Conwell advocated for the school Patrick Henry, a slave owner, to be renamed after Stephanie Tubbs Jones. And shout out to her son Merwin Jones for being at the ceremony. Benevolent man. Period. God is good. God is great. God is great with us all the time. Silver B believed in the afterlife, and now he's there with us. If nobody tells you that they love you today, I do. I'm going out with a gospel song. This is Tasha Cobbs, For Your Glory. And we are in your glory, Silver B. We love you, man. If nobody tells you that they love you today, I do. Peace.